What's up guys, Cord Gamer here, and today I want to talk about the Battlefield 2042 alphanumerical beta test that was open this past weekend. Now, I think out of the 3 betas thus far in the gaming industry of Call of Duty Vanguard, Halo Infinite, and Battlefield 2042 is the most controversial. Gamers on one side are claiming it's the best thing to grace this planet's existence since Battlefield 4, and others are saying it's buggier and more unfinished than Cyberpunk 2077 and deserves another delay of 69 years. As the arbiter of all facts, logic, and gamer reason, I am here to tell you that both of them are right to a certain degree. And that is what we'll be discussing today. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so as I come out with a variety of first-person shooter content every week on Mondays. But nevertheless, let's grapple right into it. Because I genuinely enjoy being positive, let's start off with the aspects of the beta I really enjoyed. The one map that was released for us to play, Orbital, was really fun and really well designed. Each section of the map looked different from the next and thus played very differently, whether you spawned on control point A, B, C, D, or E, allowing for tons of gameplay variety, possibility, and experiences in just one map. If this is an accurate representation of the map design philosophy used to make all the other maps, this year's Battlefield will have some stellar and amazing maps and probably some of the best from the franchise. Battlefield 2042 continues to prove my mantra of no game is made worse by adding a grappling hook. Grappling around this huge ass map was a blast and allowed for some sneaky plays by getting up on ledges enemies didn't expect for me to be on. The movement kinda felt similar to Modern Warfare 2019 with a tack sprint of sorts and a slide movement without the slide canceling bullshit MW19 skill gap demanded. I enjoyed it, but I know some people might not prefer it. The general gunplay I really enjoyed in 2042. I don't know what to attribute it to, but when hit registration was actually working, it genuinely felt fun to run around and gun in this game. I think this may have to do with the ability to switch attachments on a gun mid-fight. If this was a competitive shooter like CSGO or Siege, I'd hate this new mechanic as it ruins the quote balance of the game. However, only anime girl profile pic weirdos come to the Battlefield franchise for a competitive experience, so I'm totally down with this enhancement to the formula. The vehicle sandbox was also really fun to play with. I can't fly worth a shit personally, but thankfully I had some friends who could, so I happily sat down in the helicopter gunner's seat and had a blast shooting people down and other aircraft in the sky. The classic interactions with the weapons sandbox and vehicle sandbox also returned and were fun to play around with. Throwing C4 on a tank and watching it explode after pressing left mouse never gets old. Overall, I genuinely just had a ton of gamer fun over my time in the beta. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time where we bitch and complain about all the awful game-breaking choices DICE has made this time around. Firstly, no factions! An educated gamer might hear that and think, well, that sounds pretty bad, but holy fuck, is it so much worse practically. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, basically there is no differences between you, your team, and the enemy team's character models. Every single other Battlefield has had slight differences between the Russians and the Americans, or the Germans and the British, or literally any two side in any Battlefield game ever. For 2042, DICE said, fuck it, let's just have everyone look alike. It not only ruins the immersion of the game, but makes it so hard in certain cases to know whether a player is an enemy or not. I can't tell you how many grandmas or TF2 scouts I got killed by because I saw a friendly one 5 seconds beforehand and I thought my soon-to-be killer was my friend. The other game design choice that really irked me was the lack of differences between classes. In other Battlefield games, each class, Assault, Support, Engineer, and Recon, not only had their own special tool of sorts, but had certain weapons, equipment, launchers, etc. unique to each class. You couldn't run around with a sniper rifle as the Assault class. The sniper rifles were reserved for the Recon class as an example. These differences not only allowed for a variety of playstyles, but also gently guided gamers to actually fulfill their chosen role. At least in the beta, the only differences between the operators, besides appearance-wise, was their special gadget. So in this game, I could rappel around the map as my Assault class using my grapple hook with a sniper rifle. It not only reduces different playstyles, but also ruins gun variety. At least in my experience of the beta, the standard assault rifle, the M5F3, was not only the best gun all around, but everyone, except for people who wanted to snipe, was running it, making it practically impossible to run the other assault rifle or even the SMGs. While during my playtest I experienced very minimal game crashing or general tech problems, it'd be criminal of me not to mention the rough time many gamers had, especially on older consoles running this game. Hit registration was also pretty wonky. Sometimes I magically hit all of my shots that I never should have hit, and other times where I totally should have killed my enemy 11 times out of 10, he Neo Matrix dodged all of my bullets. Overall, this beta is kinda crazy, really. There is the semblance of a really cool and fun Battlefield game here, surrounded by the worst performing beta yet this year, with some bad gameplay design choices. Battlefield 2042, in my opinion, feels like a remastered, dumbed down version of Battlefield 4. And with it being similar to Battlefield 4, I'm betting right now that 2042's launch is going to be shit, just like 4's. However, with a few new maps and DLC patches and such, it will become a great game that gamers will look upon with fondness and joy in a decade or so. But what do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy the beta at all this weekend? Let me know down in the comments below. If there are any topics that you'd like for me to cover, put them down in also, and your idea just may become a video one day. If you've made it this far, please hit that red subscribe button as I produce videos every Monday. With all of that being said, this concludes for my video for today. I am Cord Gamer, and I'll see you next time.